we have a big population of undocumented people. How are you going to deal with that in the felony court? And I'll pose the question to you, Raul, too. We're in a situation where immigration's picking up individuals at the probation office. So those individuals, if they happen to bond out and get out before ICE puts a hold on them, they're faced with a situation with probation is not going to be an option for them, nor is going to jail, because they're going to get an ICE hold and get deported. So they're left with fighting their case. How you deal, and going to trial regardless, I don't know, but how do you anticipate dealing with a group, both prospective candidates, of people who are undocumented, or do you deal with them any differently?
I don't think you deal with them any differently with respect to what you consider for punishment. And that's how we can't handle whether ICE, we don't control whether ICE picks them up from the jail. So there's not much we can do on the state side to deal with the federal government, but a person shouldn't be treated differently or punished worse simply because they're undocumented. It's not cost effective. It doesn't increase deterrence. You know, people are going to come here regardless. I think we actually may be two original dreamers, right? I came here when I was 4 months old from Vietnam as a political refugee, but I think that's the only thing we can do at the state level. And there are things that are going to have to be worked out with respect to legislation. You know, there's whether or not a person who is can be put on probation or deferred if they're undocumented. You know, the law is still kind of unsettled. You know, if I put someone on and then ICE comes and picks them up, I've represented people where they were deported after they've entered into deferred. Right. And then you got to resolve their case, and they're still open. It's a lot of strange things happen.
Well, you know, as a judge, the main thing that a judge has to do is follow the law. We want judges to follow the law. That's one of the things that we as criminal defense lawyers, we always aspire a judge to do, is follow the law. And immigration is a federal law. And me as a county criminal court judge and Jason as a state district court judge, we have nothing to do with immigration. That's out of our hands. So we can't rule on whether or not that person should be deported or detained or anything like that. That's out of our hands. That's not our role as judges in these courts. That's more of a federal role. So we have to treat that individual like we would treat any individual that comes before the court equally.